Alright, hope everybody's doing great. Sorry I haven't been there for a while. I decided to do some videos so I could get through a couple things that I think are more exciting. The first thing I want to talk about is the nucleus. And none of the stuff I'm going to talk about here in the next moment or two about the nucleus is on the test, so not on test. But this is exciting stuff that I think is important to understand if you're really going to understand chemistry and atoms. We've been talking about the fact that protons are positively charged and neutrons have no charge and they sit in the nucleus. And the question would be, why would a whole bunch of protons that are positively charged want to sit next to each other? They don't like each other. They're very repulsed by each other. And when I was in high school a long time ago, I asked this question of my teacher, why do the protons stay together? Why does the nucleus stay together? And he said that we didn't know. 30 years ago, we didn't know the answer. We do know the answer today, so I wanted to make it very clear. Remember, this part right here is not on the test. What we know now is something pretty cool. Protons and neutrons are not the smallest particles. Protons and neutrons are made of quarks. And there are two types of quarks, up quarks and down quarks. Up quarks are positive 2/3 of a charge, and down quarks are negative 1/3 of a charge. So what that means is that a proton is 2 up quarks and 1 down quark. So let's draw that. That means a proton is really this. Two up quarks and 1 down quark for a net charge of positive 1. But we're smart because I'm teaching you. It's not really a positive 1. It's 2 positive 2/3 and 1 negative 1/3 to equal a plus 1. And a neutron is 2 down quarks and 1 up quark. So a neutron would look like this. Plus 2/3 minus 1/3 minus 1/3. And that would equal 0. But we would know it's really made of these. Now recognize this positive 2/3 would be attracted to this negative 2/3, and these two negatives will be attracted to these positives. That's why the nucleus stays together. It stays together because protons or neutrons are really made of quarks, and they're very attracted to each other, and this allows the entire nucleus to be very held together, and this is called nuclear force. And nuclear force comes from the fact that there are really quarks in there that are all very attracted to each other. So this is the reason that the nucleus doesn't break apart, because originally when we thought it was just positive charges, it should have broken apart. The other thing I asked my science teacher way long ago was, why don't electrons go and sit on the nucleus? In other words, if a proton is positive 1 and an electron is negative 1, why doesn't it just go sit right next to it? And he said we didn't know, because that long ago, 30 years ago, we didn't know. Now we know, because I just told you that the nucleus is really made up of a whole bunch of quarks that are positively charged and negatively charged. Positively charged and negatively